Hello, hello. How many people like this filter? Found this filter and I thought it was really kind of cool. Anyway, I'm coming live today. Whether people watch this or not is okay with me. I, as you can see in the title, it says circling around life, being in the matrix. Can anybody feel it? I'm feeling it. I actually thought that I was going into like some kind of depression or unhappiness. And I've come to realize that I don't really do that, but I do feel the energies, the heaviness, and I've been taking them sensitively. Um, I know a lot of people have a lot of different names and categories for, compartments to what we're going through in life. All the this is cool, all the little sales pitches and stuff that we say, but and I mean labeling when it comes to this. Yes, I am. Forgot to introduce myself in case anybody doesn't know, looking at my wall. I'm Nancy. Hi. And I'm in such an interesting place, and I wanted to come and talk on my wall, say hi. Normally I'm pretty high energy. Yes, I have the AKA of the energy lady. Reason being because I have high amounts of energy. And if you do come on, say hi, wave somehow. But being in the matrix to me is the high flying energies that are out there and learning how to live in them. But circle around life, it's a big one. You know, I've been told many of times that it's like, let me see if I can explain it. It's because it's live. I'm just going to go with it. I focus on the wholeness of life. I focus on a holistic life, I advocate holistic living. And it deals with the wholeness of life, every single compartment of what we have between our physical body and the emotional mindset, I call it, and the energies, which creates everything and everything. People call it God, source, whatever it is, I call it energies. And what I'm really seeing is that life is really showing up for a lot of people. There's not one person out there I know that I have spoken to that isn't really noticing the magnitude of life showing up. So I thought I would come on here today. Look at this hair, just crack me up. I'm coming on here today to get myself out there, to get me to start talking and speaking about my truth, how I love to live life. It's very different. In the matrix right now, there's got to be a paradigm shift of energies, very, very powerful energies that are out there people are coming together. And sometimes that feels very overwhelming, which does cause depression. The feeling of depression is being overwhelmed. And I love life. I love everything about life. I embrace life with the fullness that it is. So I'm simply playing in this world of technology and also allowing myself to come live for myself. And hopefully somebody does get the message. I had other phones I was going to set up, and because of my Instagram situation, I wasn't capable of doing that without headaches, so I chose to just simply be on Facebook or whatever comes live, and I can download it. So, the matrix of life. It's a beautiful thing because our matrix is the fact that we're doing a paradigm shift. To me, the reason why the world has shut down is to allow the people who have been unconscious to wake up. And because a lot of people are, going through life, and then for the conscious people to stand up for themselves and say, hey, we're here with you. We're here with you. I live in a world, I have to live in a world, a paradigm of playfulness. And it's not about being irresponsible, it's about being fully responsible for my life. It is. And I gonna, today is right now. I'm sharing a little bit about me. And I'm sharing it with an interesting filter because no, my hair is not this color. And my skin is not this tone, but what the heck? I found a filter I couldn't figure out somebody else was doing. There is, what I'm going to tell you right now is the paradigm that is breaking down, shutting down in my world, is the paradigm, a belief level that I need to be somebody. Professional. Am I going to stand for what I believe in? Absolutely. I haven't ever stopped. I continue to learn. But I had something circle around me that has been around me for over 25 years. And everybody says, I thought, you can get over it. There's no getting over. If I didn't circle it around, if I wasn't dealing with it with the love and appreciation that I have for life, then I'm not over it. So this time around, different situation, same people. I'm circling it around and looking at the beauty of life, looking at the appreciation that I have, saying, wow, I see this time. I wasn't able to see it last time because I was in the midst of the spin and it was very personal to me. I look at it today, it's not personal to me. It's personal to me, but it's not my situation anymore. So I'm appreciating that and I'm loving that and I'm loving my life. And, social media, being able to get out there and talk about it is good. I'm learning to podcast. I have a life I really appreciate. The playfulness is because life got way too serious for me. And the self-help, I'm always helping myself. Self-awareness, all of that stuff can get pretty heavy. And there's no need for it. There really isn't, because life is a game. It's a treasure hunt. We're finding the treasure of ourselves constantly, if we allow ourselves to be open and willing for it. And I do. So I wanted to come on very short, depending upon what happened. But I want to say thank you for anybody who says hi. Simply say hi. No matter where you see this, say hi. Realize that if you're feeling the weight of the energies and what's going on in life and doesn't make sense, or it's being labeled as something other than what it really is, realize this is the paradigm shift that's happening. There's a very huge thing. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not, I don't have that kind of connection. I do know that it's a paradigm shift because it doesn't make any sense as to why I'm feeling this heaviness that could almost be depression. But it can't be. It doesn't make sense for me to be in depression. So I love to process. I love to shapeshift, and that's what I call it. Processing can be heavy, heavy on my head. I love to shapeshift. I love to see things change, and I have to be real. I'm not going to be a fluffy, happy, super, always happy person. But I'm going to do this for me. I'm going to do this for me, and I do invite anybody who wants to hear, see, or feel the heart that I have to simply listen or reach out. I'm always looking for more people in my life because my world has changed. And if yours has too, make a comment, let me know. It'd be kind of cool. I know there's more people out there. I just want to know who's going to say me or who's not going to say it. I'm not going to know who's not going to say it. I don't even know how many people are going to watch this. I'm doing this because I'm trusting the universe. I'm trusting my flow. And I'm really happy I did this. Yes. I am being asked to speak more, whether it's like this or on the phone, there's another app that I work with, and not sure how powerful it is, but it is definitely powerful for me to share my words. So, yeah, if I'm not sharing my words, I do feel heavy. I have an interesting world. I really do. And I've learned in the last 6 months that I speak very differently. And I didn't know that. I live in a world that's blame-shaming, guilt-free, because I found that blame-shaming and guilting anybody outside of who I am, which I'm not going to do that to myself because I did that for years, all it's doing is putting it outside of me, and I'm me. So why would I blame you for something you did that affected me? But that is how we're taught. It's an oxymoron. Learning about how life is. People do things. Don't get me wrong. People do things. But it depends on how we respond. How we respond or react. And I learned that it's really none of my business what other people think of me, and I learned it. There's times when I get affected, but when it does have to do with me, I definitely take ownership of it. So, welcome to my world. Welcome to my calmness. I'm very calm, but I'm very energized, but I'm very calm. I'm very energized. And I wanted to say hi. I wanted to say hi, say I appreciate anybody who watches this. I appreciate me. And yeah, realize that the matrix is out there and life is showing up. And there's a lot of crazy going on, which is kind of exciting if I don't get involved in the angst, because I can't change it. I can only change how I feel. And if I change how I feel, then things around me will change. And if I get other people to see that they can change how they feel, and then they'll change, and the energies shift, because energies don't lie. People do. People do. Because we're conditioned to. So know that you guys are amazing, no matter what paradigm or whatever you're living in and what choice you have or what choices you've made. Just know that you're fabulous, and I appreciate you. And I'm simply going to show up as me, no matter what it is, and say thank you. The only thing I have to offer you is my connection to you. And if you enjoy that, come join me in my connection, because there's a lot here. There's a lot here, you guys. There's a lot. And I know that's part of what I'm going through. So thank you. Thank you, universe, for allowing me to be safe and calm in doing this. And I would love to see people say hi, because life is beautiful. Life is beautiful no matter what anybody thinks. And know that you're very incredible. And I get to learn how to work these in a much more solid space. But I know I do really good anyway. So keep being you. Remember that your uniqueness came in separate. It is definitely not separate from you, but it is definitely something powerful. So, again, in case you don't know who I am, I'm Nancy, also known as the Energy Lady. And I have a center within everything I've created for the last over 25 years. It's called Life's Paradise Center, because it's centering around the world that I've been able to create through the situations and happenstances that has happened in my world. And it's a very positive, uplifting world. It really is. And I want to share it, so I'm going to keep sharing. And if that intrigues you, great, make a comment, because it's the only way I'm going to know. Reach out to me. So be great to yourselves. Thank you so much for listening. And know that you're incredible, because you're part of this universe. Just remember that. You're incredible. You came from a universal source that we can't explain. Always remember, ask yourself, how are babies actually created? How are their bodies able to form through two fluids coming together? Ask yourself. That's what makes it a miracle. Be great. Let's empower ourselves to be the most amazing human beings to ourselves. Talk to you soon. Bye.